No, it's nice. It's nice to have that luxury of having played together for the most part. I think that's the case. So shouldn't take long to kind of adjust or adapt. And playing kind of long into last year, I think that intensity, that desperation that you kind of finish off the season with. Hopefully, we can kind of carry that on to the start of the season.
So do you feel as sharp as you have just all around a long time based on that World Cup performance, how you played in playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing a lot of hockey, it's more comfortable, and you just have to kind of balance, rest and recovery and making sure you're ready to play. So, I think from everything I've heard, it's been a great camp. Guys look really good. Obviously, the preseason games have shown that. So, I think just like everyone else, you want to make sure that you're ready.
So talk about repeating the Stanley Cup champs and how hard that is.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, there's a reason why it hasn't been done for a long time, and everybody wants to beat you. Everyone's measuring themselves against you. So yeah, you have to be ready every night. Expect everyone's best, and got to find a way to get back there.
How much do you think that being tricky just having short off season? I think there were only like 90-some days between Game 6. I mean, you guys went to the World Cup and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a factor. I mean, you got to win, you have to be lucky too. I mean, you have to do a lot of things right, but you have to be lucky. So you need to play as well as you did in the year previous, and on top of that, you need to get some bounces too. And I think that you have to put yourself in those positions to kind of create your own luck, but that's what makes it so difficult.
Do you maybe feel like you're in better game shape than you would be otherwise going to training camp because you played competitive games in that World Cup?
I would say yes and no. I think the intensity is pretty high. I mean, it's different than you'd see in preseason, but you're probably not playing quite as much, in the World Cup, as far as minutes go. So I think you still have to get used to playing those kind of minutes and making sure that that desperation and that urgency is there for, whatever the 20 minutes or whatever that you usually play. It's still easier to do that when you're playing 15, 16. But I think with everything else, timing and that stuff should be there a lot more.
So with the short time off, the extra work, all that other stuff, do you have to learn to pace yourself to some degree? Not take games off, but you know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
I think you have to manage your days off, and it's kind of a little more condensed. We get that time off in January, but besides that, all the games are pretty condensed. So, managing all those things, I think becomes a challenge for everyone. But it's a good problem to have.
Any thoughts on going to the White House?
I'm excited. I mean, I haven't gone there before. Just to kind of get some good photographs and get to see all the different rooms, and we got to see the Oval Office. So it's fun too, just for the new guys even to kind of see their reaction, that kind of thing. That'll be fun too. So I'm excited to go there.
So you had a pretty long practice today, some skating at the end. I'm sorry. This is your first World Cup. How was that experience for you? Kind of going through it the first time.
I was good. I mean, to be in Canada and you feel that support right away, and the hockey I think speaks for itself. It's great hockey. It's fast. It's skilled. The desperation levels there, just given the whole situation of the tournament and the way it's built. So I think that it was a good experience, and I had a lot of fun, especially with it being in Canada.
It's a pretty long practice. Skating at the end. Can you compare that to what you've been doing?
Yeah, no, this is different for sure, and I think I definitely need this. I mean, when you're playing a bunch of games, in the situation like the World Cup, a lot of it is systems. It's not so much conditioning oriented or necessarily individual skill oriented. It's more trying to figure out your team systems and walking through a lot of stuff. The pace is high, but it's not necessarily a training camp. And I think that it'll be good to get some of these practices in. And guys are in great shape, for a reason. They've been doing this for a little while now. So it was a good tempo and fun to be back out there.
Were you following the preseason games at all?
Yeah.
What
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good streak we're on right now as far as not allowing goal against. So hopefully we keep it going, and if we don't, then I'll take blame because I started talking about it. But it's good to see everyone looks like they're pretty familiar with how we need to play and doing some good things out there. So it's nice to see, and it's important. You want to have some momentum going into the season.